Welcome to the BCHomeConsultants.com Fraser Real Estate Market Update for May 2011. Now, once again, I want to apologize for the beard, but that's what happens when the Canucks are still in the playoffs. So I'm hoping in the June video, I still have this. In these series of videos, we look back at the previous month's stats to get a sense of what's happening in our real estate market. So let's look back on April of this year. Last month, we saw the active listings increase 5.1% to 9,697 homes. We saw the sales drop down to 1,516 properties, down 16.6%. Now, this drop has a lot to do with the very active February and March that we had. Now, those months were particularly active this year because of the changes that were made to the lending regulations on March 18th. We saw our active to sale ratio come in around 16%. Last month, it was 20%. And this is the number we use to determine whether we think we're in a balanced market, a buyer's market, or a seller's market, with that balanced number being 18 to 22%. So it looks like we've slipped a little bit back into a buyer's market. Let's look at how apartments fared last month in the Fraser Valley. Now, these stats are based on the previous year, same month. So we saw the benchmark price increase 1.3% over the previous year for apartments. We saw the average days on market increase 12.9 days to 67.7 days. We've seen a continual increase in the number of days on the market over the last few months for apartments. We saw the listing to sale ratio coming at 96.71%, almost unchanged from the previous year. Now, as far as apartments go, we saw the benchmark price increase 2%. Days on market eked up a little bit, 4 days to 51.1 days on the market. And our sales to list ratio came in at 97.72%. Once again, down just a little bit from the same time last year. Now, when it comes to detached homes, we saw the benchmark price increase 1%. Average days on market went up 4.1% to 44.3 days. And our sales to list ratio came down to 97.54%, down about a half point from the previous year. Now, every month in these videos, we look back at the top 3 markets for buyers. Those markets are most into a buyer's market. And then we look at the top 3 markets from sellers. Those are the 3 markets that are most in a seller's market. So let's take a look at those now. When it comes to the top 3 markets for buyers, Mission, all styles, apartments, townhouses, and homes came in number 1. Langley Apartments, and then Cloverdale Apartments. These 3 markets came in all around 10%. Remember, that balanced market is 18 to 22%, so these came well into a buyer's market. Now, when we look at the top 3 markets for sellers, they continue to be those hot markets that we saw last month too as well. North Delta Homes, White Rock Homes, and Cloverdale Homes. These markets all came in 30 to 40%. Not as hot as we saw back at last month's stats, but still very active markets for sellers. In fact, White Rock Homes accounted for almost 25% of all detached homes last month in the Fraser Valley. Now, another thing I want to talk about is something that we're doing with our marketing, and I'm sure you've seen them around, be it on the back of a wine bottle, in a newspaper ad, or other places, and these are QR codes. That's what this is. This is a QR code, and that stands for a quick response code. So if you've seen these and you've wondered what they are, I'm going to let you in on them. Now, what you can do with these codes is you can scan them with your smartphone using some free software. This is a photo of my iPhone page, and down on the bottom we have these 3 applications that I use. The first one there is Enigma, Red Laser, and Scan. And what you do is you simply download those, and they're available for your BlackBerry or Android phone. And you just download those applications and you can open them up. This is Enigma. And this opens up and it activates your camera. You can see probably right through to me. It activates your camera. And what you do is when you see one of these codes, you just simply hold your cell phone up to it, and it scans it, and it takes you to a website. It can take you to a YouTube video. It could give you the information like a business card too as well. but it takes you here to our stripped down website for all of our listings. And this particular code we've got out on our real estate signs, out on our brochures, in our window boards too as well. So it allows the client to go to the information right from the front lawn, click on the particular piece of property that you're interested in, and all the details are there for the client. All the information's there right from the front lawn, which is real nice. Now another thing that it has all the photos too as well of the property. So it's real simple, it's really neat and interesting and interactive. So all you simply do is get onto your smartphone, go to the App Store or the App Marketplace, depending on what sort of mobile device you have, download a QR code reader, and then you'll start seeing them pop up everywhere. So it's a neat marketing tool that we're using for our clients. Download it, scan that QR code, go back in the video, scan that QR code, and give it a look. It's really interesting software that we are starting to implement in our marketing. So once again, if you have any questions or comments about your particular property and how it sits in today's real estate market, send us an email, find us on Twitter, find us on Facebook. All that information will be available in the next slide. So see you next month.